If a business owner was cautious about exiting their business now, I would fully understand that caution. I think it really does depend upon that business individually, and they need to look at the market as a whole. Because if you looked at the sort of general trends and what the media is portraying, you might think that actually it is the wrong time because of the downturn. But actually, when you look at the detail of that, there's a lot of divergence. For example, there's a lot of sectors that are performing incredibly well at the moment, and we're seeing huge amounts of interest in them. I think also if you look at the broader picture, there's also what's different to previous downturns is the sheer level of liquidity in the market and the range of funding that is there to support M&A activity. From the full range of debt, high street, alternative finance, private equity, family office, venture debt. There's a very long list, and that really does underpin the activity that we're seeing going into 2023.
I think it's a really good point for entrepreneurs to consider what they should be taking into account, because many will look at their own business understandably and try and get it ready for what they think is the best time and position for the business itself. If, however, they've undertaken transactions previously or talked to advisors early enough, they'll realise the transaction market is not stable from year to year. It has significant variations and external factors that affect it. We've got the election at the latest in January 2025. As soon as we start getting into 2024, people will look ahead and see that and start thinking about the implications. Whereas actually the time to think about that is now. What potential changes will that have in funding, in appetite, in multiples, and in terms of potential capital gains tax, as an example? By the time people have considered those factors, they may actually think it's better to actually go to market earlier, before that uncertainty comes through, crystallise gains at today's tax rates, still have potential upsides through structuring and maybe an earn-out, and that way they won't have actually waited until everybody else has decided to go to market, where there can be the basics of oversupply when demand and funders are being more cautious, resulting in either no transaction or one at a lower value.
I think we're seeing also a lot of other factors coming in. So environmental, social and governance is becoming much more up the agenda when it comes to M&A activity, as well as the funders of those M&A transactions. And so business owners really need to make sure that they are considering those factors before they go to market.